Are you ready to embark on a mind-bending journey into the deepest, darkest corners of philosophy? Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the enigmatic world of solipsism, where extreme skepticism takes center stage. But here's the catch: if you stick around till the end of this video, I'm going to reveal a shocking secret about solipsism that will leave you questioning reality itself. Let's get started. In the vast realm of philosophical thought, few concepts are as intriguing, perplexing, and, frankly, mind-bending as solipsism. It's the philosophy of extreme skepticism, the ultimate what-if scenario, and it questions the very foundations of our reality. At its core, solipsism suggests that you are the only thing that can be truly known to exist. Everything else, the entire external world, is merely a projection of your mind, or perhaps doesn't exist at all. But how can such an idea hold water? And what's this shocking secret I promised earlier? Stick with me, and we'll get there. Defining solipsism. Solipsism, from the Latin words solus, alone, and ipse, self, can be boiled down to the idea that your mind is the only mind that truly exists. Everything you see, touch, hear, or feel is, in essence, a creation of your own consciousness. This radical skepticism takes René Descartes' famous "I think, therefore I am" to a whole new level. In solipsism, it's not just that you exist, it's that you exist, and nothing else truly does. The mind-boggling implications. Now, before you dismiss solipsism as a mere thought experiment, consider its implications. If everything around you is a product of your mind, then what about other people, or the entire world itself? In a solipsistic universe, other people are nothing more than elaborate figments of your imagination, with no inner consciousness of their own. It's a world where you are not just the star of the show, you're the only audience member as well. This can lead to a profound sense of loneliness, but also an immense power over the world. If you're the only one who exists, then everything that happens, even the laws of nature, are subject to your whim. It's like being both the puppet and the puppet master of your own play. The allure of such power and control is undeniable, yet it's also deeply unsettling. A mind trick or something more? At this point, you might be thinking, come on, it's just an intellectual exercise, right? Well, it's not that simple. Solipsism has been debated and discussed for centuries. Some philosophers have championed it as a radical truth, while others have labeled it as a solipsistic delusion. The line between thought experiment and reality blurs in the face of solipsism. The shocking secret. Now, here's the secret I promised earlier. Brace yourself, because solipsism isn't just an abstract concept or a philosophical exercise. It's a state of mind that some individuals genuinely experience. Yes, you heard that right. There are people who believe they are the sole conscious beings in the universe, and everyone and everything else is merely a projection of their thoughts. Imagine living every day with the unshakable conviction that you are the only conscious entity, that everyone you interact with, every experience you have, is a product of your mind. It's a belief that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary, the mundane into the miraculous. This shocking secret reveals that solipsism isn't just a theoretical discussion, it's a belief system that can profoundly impact someone's perception of reality. The case of solitary minds. Now, let's dive deeper into the experiences of those who genuinely subscribe to solipsism. They are often labeled as solitary minds. These individuals genuinely feel that they are the only conscious beings in the world. Their conviction can be so strong that it leads to a profound sense of isolation, alienation, and even existential dread. Imagine never truly connecting with anyone, because you believe that they are just characters in your own mental story. The weight of this belief can be overwhelming, leading to extreme loneliness and a disconnect from the world at large. For solitary minds, the external world is a hollow, lifeless stage, and they are the lonely actors on it. Solipsism and mental health. The link between solipsism and mental health is a topic of great concern. For those who genuinely believe in solipsism, the sense of isolation can be deeply distressing, and it often leads to feelings of anxiety and depression. The idea that they are alone in a world of their own making can become a heavy burden to bear. At this point, you might be wondering whether these individuals are simply delusional. The truth is that the boundary between philosophical exploration and psychological condition can be blurry. The human mind is a complex and mysterious landscape, and solipsism challenges the very limits of human perception. The ethical quandary. Solipsism raises a fascinating ethical question. If you're the only conscious being, what are the moral implications of your actions? In a solipsistic universe, every action, even the most trivial ones, are of profound consequence. After all, if you are the only conscious entity, then everything that happens in your world is your responsibility. This poses a moral dilemma that can be both liberating and terrifying. It's liberating in the sense that you have ultimate control over your actions, but it's terrifying in the realization that you bear the weight of the entire universe on your shoulders. Solipsism challenges conventional morality and forces you to confront the consequences of your choices like never before. Critiques and challenges to solipsism. As intriguing as solipsism may be, it's not without its critics. Philosophers and thinkers throughout history have raised substantial challenges to this extreme form of skepticism. The most fundamental criticism is the lack of empirical evidence. There's simply no way to prove or disprove solipsism. Another critique is that solipsism is an overly narcissistic and self-absorbed worldview. It dismisses the experiences and consciousness of other people, reducing them to mere illusions. This can be seen as not only intellectually unsatisfying, but also morally objectionable. Before we delve deeper into the philosophical and existential implications of solipsism, I'd like to take a moment to kindly ask you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your fellow truth seekers. Your support is invaluable in helping us bring you more thought-provoking content like this. And if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated with our latest explorations into the fascinating world of philosophy. The conundrum of reality. Let's return to the heart of the matter. Solipsism, as a philosophical concept, challenges the very nature of reality. If you are the only conscious being, then what are we to make of our shared experiences and the external world? Are they mere illusions, or is there a more profound meaning to this existence? One way to approach this conundrum is to consider the role of perception. Solipsism places perception at the forefront of reality. Everything you perceive is, in a sense, your reality. It's a reality that exists solely through your senses and thoughts. This shifts the focus from an external, objective reality to an internal, subjective one. Exploring the limits of knowledge. Solipsism also pushes us to explore the limits of human knowledge. If we can never be sure of anything beyond our own consciousness, then how can we claim to know anything about the world or other people? This skepticism calls into question the very foundations of science, mathematics, and even language. For example, if you're the only conscious being, then what is the status of scientific knowledge? Is it merely a construction of your mind, or does it hold a deeper truth? Solipsism forces us to re-evaluate the nature of knowledge itself and challenges our most fundamental assumptions. The paradox of the other. One of the most perplexing aspects of solipsism is what philosophers call the paradox of the other. If you are the only conscious being, then what are you to make of the interactions you have with other people? Are they truly interactions, or are they just facets of your own consciousness? The paradox of the other can be both intriguing and disturbing. It raises questions about empathy, ethics, and the very nature of human relationships. If other people are not truly conscious, what does it mean to care for them, to love them, or to harm them? Solipsism forces us to confront the boundaries of empathy and compassion. Solipsism and the search for truth. Solipsism's relentless questioning of reality and the self is not for the faint of heart. It takes skepticism to its ultimate extreme, challenging us to consider that everything we know may be an elaborate mental construct. But is there a way out of this philosophical labyrinth? Can we find a path to a more grounded reality? While solipsism is an intriguing concept, it's ultimately an intellectual exercise, not a definitive truth. Philosophers, scientists, and thinkers from various disciplines continue to explore the nature of consciousness and the external world. And as of today, there is no conclusive evidence to support solipsism as an accurate representation of reality. Before we bring this thought-provoking journey to a close, I want to express my gratitude for your time and curiosity. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the world of solipsism and found it as mind-boggling as I have, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others who seek knowledge and philosophical discourse. Your support helps us continue to bring you captivating content. In the end, solipsism stands as a fascinating intellectual exercise, a thought experiment that has captivated the minds of thinkers for centuries. Its extreme skepticism forces us to question the nature of reality, knowledge, and our place in the universe. And as for the shocking secret I promised, it's the realization that solipsism is not just a distant concept, it's a belief system that some individuals genuinely experience, leading to profound consequences for their mental health and perception of the world. So, my fellow seekers of truth, thank you for joining me on this journey through the philosophy of extreme skepticism. I'll leave you with one final thought: solipsism may challenge the very foundations of our reality, but it also reminds us of the beauty and complexity of the human mind. Keep questioning, keep seeking, and I'll see you in the next one.